Hello everyone, this is Indu Sharma, Department of Science, Surya School Rewari, and today I am going to speak on human respiratory system. First, we should understand the meaning of respiration. Respiration is a process by which oxygen-rich air is taken inside our body by the process of inhalation, and it is used in the oxidation of food, and then energy is released. Now, it is of two types. One is external respiration and the next one is the internal respiration. First, external respiration, which is also known as breathing. Now, breathing is a combination of two processes. One is inhalation and the next one is the exhalation. Inhalation is simply the intake of oxygen-rich air into the nostrils and expel out of the air which is rich in carbon dioxide outside the body, that is exhalation. So, combination of both these two processes is known as external respiration or breathing. It takes place outside the body and no energy is released in this process. Second, that is internal respiration, or you can say cellular respiration. This process takes place inside the cells. Here, the oxygen-rich air will enter into the blood and that helps in the oxidation of food and release of energy, as you can understand by this process. That is glucose plus oxygen that give rise to carbon dioxide, water and energy. Energy is then transported to different parts of the body. Now we will see how this respiration takes place inside our body. Right? So first start with the inhalation, as oxygen-rich air will enter into the blood. But now what happens, the oxygen which is surrounding us or the air which is surrounding us is not clean, that is polluted, and our lungs needs clean, hot and humid air, warm air. So the nose or the respiratory system has its own mechanism. First, that is mucus, that is a slippery substance which is present inside our mouth. What it will do, the mucus will slightly moisten the air. Second, the hairs and the mucus which are present inside the nose, they will clean up that air, and the blood circulation inside the nose, that will help to keep that air warm. So in this way, very clean, warm and humid air will enter through the nostrils. Through the nostrils, after that air will enter into this trachea. Before the trachea, there are thyroid cartilage and cricoid cartilage. Both these combines to form larynx, which is also known as voice box. As voice box, it helps to create the voice in the human body. The voice box is having different shape in male and female. In male it is quite big in size, that is 20 mm, and in female it is less in size, that is 15 mm. So in this way, after that the air will enter into the trachea. Trachea is made up of cartilaginous circular rings which prevents the trachea from collapsing. From here, the oxygen-rich air will enter into this bronchi. Now this bronchi will divide it into two parts, that is right bronchus. This one is the right bronchus and this is the left bronchus. As the heart, the lungs are also divided into left lung and right lung. Now after this, the bronchus will further divide into these smaller tubes which are known as bronchioles, and these bronchioles will further divide into very thin small sacs, air sacs, which are known as alveoli. Alveoli is a plural term, and if we talk about single term, that is alveolus. These alveolus are very small air sacs which are the endings of this system. Now there are blood vessels which are present all around these alveoli, and approximately each lung contains 300 millions of alveoli. Now the oxygen-rich air which has been entered through this path now will diffuse into these blood vessels, and these blood vessels will carry this oxygen-rich air into different parts of the body, where the process of respiration takes place, as the nutrients are already present in the blood vessels which have come in them through the villus. And I hope you remember villus or villi are the small finger-like structures which are present in the small intestine. During digestion process, the nutrients at that time have entered through the villus into the blood. So the glucose is already present in the blood vessels. Now oxygen has entered, and now the cellular respiration process takes place. That glucose is combined with that oxygen, and production of carbon dioxide, water and energy will take place. Now, energy is transferred to different body parts, what is the main purpose of taking the food? That the production of energy. So, that energy is being utilized by different parts of the body. water. Water is being used in the different physiological and chemical processes by the body, and the carbon dioxide. Yes. This carbon dioxide will come back into the blood, and again it will come in this alveoli, through these alveoli, then it will enter into bronchioles, then bronchus, bronchi, trachea, and at the last it will come out through the nostrils, which is known as the process of exhalation. Right? So the way through which the oxygen rich air has entered in the lungs, in the alveoli, in the blood vessels, in the opposite way the carbon dioxide will exit out through these nostrils. Now one more important thing is that during inhalation, this is the diaphragm which forms the base of this chest cavity. This diaphragm, during inhalation process, this diaphragm will move downward and the ribs will move outward so as to create a large space for the entry of this oxygen rich air, and during exhalation the opposite will take place, that this diaphragm, the flap like structure will move upward and the ribs will move inward so as to decrease the space and allows or to facilitate the exit of this carbon dioxide rich air outside the body. Now, there are two processes of respiration. One is aerobic respiration and the next one is the anaerobic respiration. As the name indicates, aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen and it occurs mostly in animals and plants. Like carbon dioxide is released, water and energy. And what about the anaerobic respiration? There are some bacteria and yeast which respire in the absence of oxygen. That means they do not need oxygen for the respiration and production of energy. Right? Now, the most important thing is sometimes our body also do anaerobic respiration, and at that time production of lactic acid takes place, and this happens in certain circumstances. For example, during fast running or during heavy exercise, our breathing rate becomes increased. And because there is a less amount of oxygen present in our body, and at that time and that circumstances we need more oxygen. So to compensate that oxygen demand, our muscles of the body starts respiration anaerobically. Right? At that situation lactic acid is produced, and this lactic acid causes cramps in our muscles and we feel pain. This pain or these cramps can be removed by certain processes such as hot water bath or oil massage. What these all processes do, they will just improve the blood circulation and increase the oxygen supply at that time in the body. So after some time the aerobic respiration starts automatically and the normal processes starts on. So this was all about human respiratory system. Thank you so much.